Manchester City were outplayed that badly, the fans must have felt like they'd gone back in time to before they had money. What's going on, everyone? It's the True Geordie back again. If you want more reviews, football news, hit the subscribe button. But now we're talking Barcelona, who've beaten Man City 1-0 in what was arguably the most one-sided 1-0 of all time. And at the end of this game, I think Man City were like the ugly boyfriend who'd just been dumped by the good-looking girlfriend and were like, yeah, I knew I was punching well above me weight there. I mean, these two teams are supposed to be on the same level. You've got Barca, who didn't even win La Liga last season. Man City, the Premier League champions. And yet, it was like Man City were a whole league away. It was like Man City were a championship team, an average championship team, playing Arsenal, for example. It was that big of a gulf. It didn't look anywhere near that they were in the same league. And if it wasn't for Joe Hart, the scoreline would have fucking reflected that without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, within the first 5 minutes, Vincent Kompany getting tackled on the edge of his own box. You're a centre-back. This is the bloke who's being compared with the great Premier League centre-backs. And now you see his pace is going and his knowledge of the game isn't where it needs to be to compensate for that. He's getting tackled on the edge of his own box by Alves. He plays it into Neymar, who hits the post 5 minutes into the game. That's when you're supposed to be concentrating. That's when you're supposed to be aware and awake of what's going on. That's 5 minutes. 10 minutes into the game, Messi feints, plays the most beautiful 1-2 with Iniesta, goes through, and honestly, a great save from Joe Hart. But 10 minutes in, it could have quite easily been 2-0, no problem. Then, it eventually did go 1-0 when Lionel Messi, who dictated the play all game, amazing. What a player. Alright, I mean, I've got to admit, right, the whole Messi-Ronaldo debate, I don't think he can, for a period of 2 years, I think Ronaldo was the best. He was unbelievable. Messi did seem to go through a little bit of a dip compared to how Ronaldo seemed to be getting a bit better. But honestly, Messi right now, nobody, and I mean nobody, can fuck with that. Unbelievable ball to the left-hand side where Sanya was dragged away from his position by Neymar. Rakitic arrives at the back post, chested, and a lovely little deft toe poke takes it over Joe Hart, back of the net. Great goal, but the pass, it made it. Well done, Lionel Messi. Take a bow. And then Neymar and Suarez weren't done either because Suarez is played in by Neymar. He chips it around Joe Hart and that hits the post as well. And this is just half time. It could have been a washout before half time even happened. Half time comes. Nasri is subbed off, one of the many players who looked like he was potentially going to get a red card, just lashing out, frustrated, just not used to being not as good as who he's playing. This guy's used to dominating games, and he's lashing out because he's just not as good. Honestly, Messi made David Silva look like Mike Williamson. Oh, it's ridiculous. All right, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit, but you get the point. So, Messi again plays through Alba on that left-hand side. Sanya having a positional right-back nightmare. He gets a good shot saved by Joe Hart. Joe Hart, amazing performance, especially in the second half. Unbelievable. Iniesta then plays through Neymar, 1v1, and you're thinking one of these has got to go in at some point. But Joe Hart, every time, is getting the save. Unbelievable. 1v1. I don't know if I've seen a better goalkeeping display for years in one-on-one shooting against. I'm going to talk against, average strikers here. We're talking the best in the world, so credit where it was due. But I've got to say, Piqué threw Man City a lifeline when he brought down Aguero in the box, and you're thinking, it 1-1. It's obviously, it was 2-1 in the first leg, away win for Barca. If Man City can bring it back to 1-1, nerves might go. It might really start to have a fucking game in our hands here. Aguero steps up for the penalty, and it's saved. It wasn't a great penalty. It was a very nice, height and power for the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper went the right way. A top save, and really, Joe Hart, a little bit of limelight stolen from him there. So he decided, I think I'm going to have to step my fucking game up. Messi then plays it into Neymar. He turns his man. He then turns Joe Hart, plays it into Messi in the centre of the goal. It's a practical open goal. You're thinking, all right, finally, Messi is going to get what he deserves. He turns, he shoots, and by this point, Joe Hart is throwing himself back across goal, and he saved that as well. Unfucking believable goalkeeping. I've got, Joe Hart's had his fucking, his ups and downs as a keeper. He got dropped not long ago. This was his best game I've ever seen. And that speaks, against Barcelona. That's what you want. You want to perform on the big stage, and he did it tonight. And it wasn't over at that point either. Neymar, 92nd minute, played through for another one-on-one, and it was saved again. Really, I like to give out one man of the match, and I usually give out a twat of the match, but I've got to say, Messi and Joe Hart joint man of the match. It's first time ever, but I can't take it away from either of them. They both deserve it. Twat of the match, you probably could give it to a couple of City players, but Sanya, positionally for a right back, clueless. Absolutely fucking clueless. I don't think he was helped by his centre-backs because they were out of position, so he was then having to come inside to cover for them, but still, he should have let them deal with it themselves, and he should have been in his position. So, one of the most one-sided games I've ever seen for a 1-0. I mean, fair enough, Burnley did it a few days ago, but they didn't do it anywhere near the class that Barcelona did. City's plan, Pellegrini for me, I've been saying it for a long time, one-dimensional, one idea, and once that idea doesn't work, he's got no fucking clue. He tried to go 5 in the middle. What really surprised me about Man City in this game was nowhere near enough width. You see Barcelona peeling fullbacks apart. Then Messi can run through the centre of the park with so much freedom. Man City, where was the width? Where was it? It wasn't there whatsoever. The service to Aguero was almost non-existent. So really, Man City, there's no shame in losing to Barcelona, but I think you could have done more. Let us know what you think, Man City fans, in the comments below. I had a lot of banter with Man City fans on Twitter, as I do with whoever the fuck's playing, and I'm never trying to like piss people off. Really, it's all me sitting on the couch laughing to myself, and most of them took it in the right way. But let us know how you fucking feel. If you do want to follow us on Twitter, it's at TrueJordy NUFC. Let us know what you thought of this, and do you think now Barcelona can go on to win the Champions League? I think most people, nobody would write them off. The massive game of the weekend surely is the fucking El Clasico. I'm going to be doing a preview for that on Kick TV, so I'll post the link to that on my Twitter, on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/TrueJordy, so make sure you check that out. But if you like this video, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.